wonderful, Mr.
Yes, Beatrice, by wonderful you mean dry and tasteless. Supper was indeed wonderful.
You're really testing my patience, Mr. March. There's only so much I can handle before I...
Really? What are you going to do then?
You don't want to know.
Joel, you may not have enjoyed supper, but Molly and Minnie sure sounded delicious.
I've never seen anyone eat so ferociously.
I told you.
And they look like they're wearing half the steak we had for dessert. Night Crusader, it was very thoughtful and gracious of you.
Night Crusader? I'm not the Night Crusader anymore.
He looks like he's some sort of buffalo guy now.
I beg your pardon. I am no buffalo. I am Yak Man. 50% man. 50% yak. 100% destroyer of all that dares to threaten the Himalayas.
Never heard of him.
You have, but Yak Man knows you. For Yak Man knows all.
Say, kid, where do you get your costumes made?
Costumes? I don't wear costumes. These are uniforms. And I make them myself.
You know, Molly and Minnie over here who, to use something new to wear, would you possibly be interested in getting my new costume shot?
I won't say why not. You know, they would look great in some, yeah, and some heather gray terry cloth leotards. I have some fabric swatches in my bag if you'd like to see.
Sure thing.
Wait. Right. Is it a good idea to let Neil go to the Night Crusader, Yak Man's room?
We're only going to be looking at some fabric.
I guess it would be safer if we return to our own rooms.
Sure, there's nothing I'd rather do than spend more time in my own cramped little room.
Sure thing. Come on, kids.
Oh, and don't lock the doors!
Mr. Franklin, I really should finish cleaning up in the kitchen.
Honey, do you mind helping me in the kitchen? If we have to get out of the room, I can still be safe at St. Harry's.
Yes, Mr. Franklin. Can I, talk to you for a minute?
Guess so.
I still have not been able to locate the whereabouts of my missing Neil. Is there anyone here who strikes you as a knitting needle? Lily. It's Lola, sweetie. Lola, then. How can you be concerned about knitting right now? 3 people have been murdered. I'm not concerned about knitting. I'm concerned about the needle. Just think about it. A knife was stolen from the kitchen and ended up in Miss Wilcox's lap. Then the Michael sister's gun was stolen from the cabin in Mint and was used to murder Rachel. And right before supper, Neil's missing laptop was found in the back of his bedroom.
What does that have to do with your missing needle?
I think the murderer might be using my missing knitting needle to murder his own next victim. A knitting needle through the throat could certainly cause some damage.
Wait, so you think your missing needle is blue? I never thought of that. Now, why don't you go back to your room? I'm getting dizzy.
Yes, why don't you go back to your room? All right, but be on the lookout for my wedding.
Well, Lola brings with a book.
I hate to admit it, but he's right. There's a good chance that her needle could end up being the next murder weapon if we can't solve this.
Do you really think the murderer is going to have to you next?
Makes sense, doesn't it? Everyone who's been murdered is a member of the Naughty family. There's no better opportunity to murder an entire family than at a family reunion.
We should let the other guests know we found out a connection to our victim. From now on, this is the clue for ourselves.
Aw, Freddie, you're talking more and more like a real detective every minute. I get to see you
I don't know. I'll think of something. I won't let anyone hurt you. I just see my wife in pale as a mini needle. What that make you? Shish kebab?
You stop everything! You found a murderer!
Let go of me!
Pull that scoundrel down!
Whoa, what's going on?
What we found in this maniac suitcase.
Get off
like all
me!
kinds of weapons!
What's the meaning of this? Yuck, man.
Get her off me, and I can explain.
Rhonda May.
Why do you have a suitcase full of weapons?
This is a sonic blaster. And this is a deadly destroyer. They are harmless.
How can they be harmless?
They're fake. They're just prop weapons to go along with my uniform. Look.
No! The pain! Oh. I guess they are harmless.
See? Why would I bring a real weapon to a relaxing stay at a bed and breakfast?
How are we supposed to know that it's fake? It looks pretty real to me. How did you find these prop weapons anyway?
These two creatures snuck into my room a few minutes ago and attacked me. That one sat on me. Well, that one started going through my stuff.
And why did you do that?
You don't expect us to just sit around and let a murderer go around this place, do you? Besides, it doesn't matter us into our own hands and try to find them ourselves. Who knows what kind of evidence we could find if we searched all the rooms?
Wait, how did you even get to Yuck Man's room? I told everyone to lock their doors.
The door was locked.
What? You don't think I can break a lock? Yak Man's room was the first one we busted into. And sure enough, we found weapons.
Prop weapons.
Found you, little buffalo wing. Moonstone. No, Carly Joe, it's too bad that one's right. Those things look like red and black, and it's going to come across in the face. Maybe we'll find some real evidence the next room we search.
I think you should go back to your room, your own rooms.
I don't think the other guests would appreciate you looking through their belongings.
They most certainly would not. And can you get your hands off my uniform? It takes me a long time to sew.
Say, what's this plastic wrap for?
That's just in case one of my uniforms needs invisible cloak.
Now could be a very thing.
Here you go.
Settled. Why don't you go back to your rooms and remember that there is a murderer with real weapons staying here?
I need to talk to you.
You've got a problem here, Sherlock.
Wait, Neil, Molly, Minnie, how did you get in the kitchen? You didn't come through here.
We went to the kitchen to the dining room.
And what were you doing in the dining room in the first place?
Well, Molly and Minnie were hungry and wanted snacks, so we went to see if there was any leftovers. But everything was already cleaned up.
We just finished supper.
What can I say? Your minds get hungry.
These three were eavesdropping on us.
We were doing nothing of the sort. We merely walked into the kitchen and overheard a conversation. A very interesting conversation I think will be very useful to your investigations, Freddy.
Oh dear, don't believe a word he says.
Beatrice, please. Go on, Neil.
Well, as we were in the dining room, I could hear Beatrice and Connie having a heated conversation. So I put my ear to the door to see what was going on.